I was born on the 18th of December, 1852. I was born on the plantation near Tar River. My mother was named Louisa May, and my father was named Louis May. My mother had 6 children, 4 boys and 2 girls. The boys were Richard, Pharaoh, Caesar, and Finner. The girls, Rose and Jane. Jane, that's me. Wow.
Hollywood is packed with some of the most iconic Black actors who've graced the big screen with their talent, but what about their sons? The next generation is stepping into the spotlight, and they're not just riding on their father's coattails. These young men are charting their own unique paths, blending the influence of their famous dads with their own passions, skills, and ambitions. Whether it's through acting, music, or even entrepreneurship, these sons are proving they have what it takes to carry the family name while building legacies of their own. And let's be honest, some of them even inherited their father's good looks, making them stand out even more. So let's meet the 25 sons of the most handsome Black actors who are making their mark in the world. Let's kick things off with Jaden Smith, the son of Will Smith. Jaden might have started alongside his dad in films like The Pursuit of Happiness and After Earth, but he's built his own identity. As a musician, Jaden's drop chart-topping hits like Icon and his genre-bending style keeps him in the spotlight. But it doesn't stop there. Jaden is a true trendsetter in fashion, and let's not forget his work as an activist. He's the co-founder of Just Water, a company pushing for sustainability by reducing single-use plastics. While his connection to his father is undeniable, Jaden's fearless individuality and passion for change have made him a standout talent in his own right. Next up is O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's oldest son. If you've seen Straight Outta Compton, you know how well he nailed his portrayal of his father. The role didn't just showcase his acting skills. It also earned him major critical acclaim. But O'Shea isn't stopping there. Outside of acting, he's also exploring music, much like his dad, but he's looking to make sure people see him as his own person. He's balancing his career in Hollywood with staying grounded, often speaking about how he draws strength from his family while staying focused on building his personal identity. Now let's talk about John David Washington, the son of Denzel Washington. You might recognize John David from his performances in Tenet and BlacKkKlansman, but what you might not know is that he didn't start out in Hollywood. Before he became an actor, John was all about football, playing as a running back in the NFL. But after a series of injuries sidelined his sports career, he decided to shift towards acting. And what a change it was. Despite having one of the most respected actors in Hollywood as a father, John worked hard to make a name for himself. He's openly shared how Denzel encouraged him to earn his place, often reminding him that talent and hard work are what count in this industry.
Years ago, I asked your son, John David, he was here. I don't know if you saw this, but I asked him because I know you played football and you coached him in football.
Right.
And I asked him what kind of in case you didn't see that, let's find out what John David said his dad was as far as coaching goes. What about your dad? Was he ever your coach as a kid?
Yeah, he was.
He was?
He was.
And how did that go?
He's a great actor. He's a fantastic entertainer. And sorry, Dad. No, my dad was great. Because he believed it. He gets into character, so he was getting into character with us.
As the coach.
And he was getting into those very long-winded speeches. We literally, the helmet's bigger than the body, so we just going like this. We're just ready to go on the field.
Like, where are the orange slices?
Right, let's go already. We get it. Van scene,
Lil Romeo, the son of rap mogul Master P, grew up in the spotlight. As a child rapper, he quickly rose to fame with hits like My Baby. But Romeo didn't just rely on his early music career. He's grown into a successful entrepreneur and actor. Today, he's expanded his brand into everything from reality TV to launching business ventures. Romeo's evolution from a young rapper to a proper entertainer shows that he's not just following in his father's footsteps, but also making a successful career path of his own. And finally, we have Christian Combs, the son of controversial rapper Sean Diddy Combs. It's impossible to ignore how much Christian looks like his dad. They could practically be twins. But Christian isn't just about looks. As a rapper, he's building his own music career, performing under the name King Combs. His sound has a mix of modern flair and a nod to the 90s vibe that his father is famous for. On top of that, he is also making waves in the fashion world as a model. Moving ahead with this segment, we have Langston Fishburn, the son of Laurence Fishburn. But Langston has taken a very different approach to his career. Before stepping into acting, Langston was actually a ballet dancer. He has since transitioned into acting, appearing in independent films and theater productions, making a path that blends his love for movement and storytelling. His choice to focus on the arts rather than chasing blockbuster fame shows his unique identity as a performer. He's often described his father as an influence, but it's clear that Langston is building a career that feels authentic to his own artistic vision. Whether it's on stage or in front of the camera, his work reflects a deep passion for exploring characters in unconventional ways. Next, we've got Evan Ross, the son of Diana Ross. While his mother's legacy is massive, Evan has managed to create his own buzz in both acting and music. You might recognize him from his role in The Hunger Games: Mockingjay, where he brought a quiet intensity to the character Messala. Evan has also dabbled in music, releasing soulful tracks that reflect his creativity. Despite having such a famous last name, Evan has worked to balance honoring his mother's legacy. He's even spoken about how growing up in such a musical household has fueled his desire to connect with audiences through his craft.
He's like a cute kid when he sings in front of his mom. Like you see his
I can sing without her here.
Evan, when his mom is not around, he's just singing all over the place. It's so cute. And
it's not that
No, you sing, but you see
No, she's yeah, and she doesn't want it to be that way, but yes, of course.
Now, let's talk about Damon Wayans Jr., who's inherited his father's comedic chops. Known for his roles in Happy Endings and New Girl, Damon Jr. has mastered the art of delivering smart, relatable comedic acts. What's refreshing about Damon Jr. is that while he carries his father's humor, he's developed his own voice in comedy. His characters often reflect everyday struggles and moments, making them highly relatable. It's not just about making people laugh, it's about connecting with audiences, and Damon Jr. does that effortlessly. Up next is Cordell Broadus, the son of Snoop Dogg. Cordell initially made headlines as a promising football player, but he decided to leave the sport behind to become a successful entrepreneur. Cordell's journey is a great example of how second-generation stars can step out of their parents' shadows. Instead of sticking to what might have been expected, he has chosen to focus on his passion for storytelling and design. From producing projects to working with major fashion brands, Cordell is proving he's more than just Snoop Dogg's son. And now we have Miles O'Neal, the stepson of NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal. While basketball might seem like an obvious path for anyone associated with Shaq, Miles has taken a completely different route. He's making waves as a model, appearing in high-profile campaigns and walking the runway for major designers, but it's not just about modeling. Miles is also dipping his toes into entertainment. His focus on building his own brand outside of basketball shows that he's not afraid to step into uncharted territory, and it's clear that Miles is going to leave his own mark on the world of fashion, and its oldest son has chosen a more low-key lifestyle, focusing on being a successful DJ and music producer. Under the name DJ Ace, Trey has been delivering energetic and soulful sets at high-profile events. What's quite heartwarming is the close bond he shares with his father, despite their paths being so different. Will has spoken publicly about how proud he is of Trey for making his own way and not feeling pressured to follow in his father's Hollywood footsteps. Next, we have Brandon T. Jackson. You probably remember him as Al Pacino in Tropic Thunder or as Grover in the Percy Jackson movies. Brandon's ability to bring humor and heart to his roles has solidified his place in the entertainment world. What sets Brandon apart is how he balances his Hollywood career with his strong faith and family values. As the son of Bishop Wayne T. Jackson, he's connected to his spiritual roots, and that foundation shines through in his work and interviews. Now, let's talk about Malcolm Washington, one of Denzel Washington's talented children. Unlike his brother John David, Malcolm has chosen to work behind the scenes. He's a film director and writer, focusing on storytelling and the craft of filmmaking. Malcolm's work in Hollywood showcases a powerful influence. While he may not seek the limelight, his creative contributions are undeniable. By choosing this path, Malcolm is proving that there's more than one way to leave a mark in the industry. And with Denzel as a father, it's clear that storytelling runs deep in the Washington family. Up next is Quincy Brown, the adopted son of Sean Diddy Combs. Quincy gained recognition for his acting roles, especially in the TV series Star and the movie Brotherly Love. But he's not just an actor. Quincy is also a musician and entrepreneur. Whether he's dropping music, starring in films, or launching a business venture, he's constantly exploring new ways to express himself. Moving on, we have Connor Cruz, the adopted son of Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, who's quietly made a name for himself as a DJ and music producer. Connor has embraced a more private lifestyle, keeping a low profile while focusing on his love for music. What's fascinating about Connor is how he balances this quiet life with occasional appearances into Hollywood events. By staying true to his personal interests, Connor shows that success doesn't always have to be about the spotlight. It can be about pursuing what truly makes you happy.
I've always been around it with my dad, and so he always makes sure I understand it, and after watching him all these years, that's helped a lot. And then the stunt guys will, they'll explain everything to me, everything that's going on around me, so that I have enough knowledge so that I can keep acting without feeling unsafe.
Chet Hanks, the son of Hollywood royalty Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. You might recognize him from roles in Empire and Your Honor, where his talent has consistently shone. But Chet isn't just an actor. He's also a musician who goes by the stage name Chet Hanks. His music, which fuses reggae and hip-hop, reflects his creative energy and individuality. While his outspoken nature and bold choices have sparked controversy over the years, Chet embraces being himself in an industry that often values comfortness. Next up is Algee Smith, who's making a name for himself in acting and music. Algee's breakout roles in The Hate U Give and Detroit showed his ability to handle complex characters and emotionally charged stories. These performances earned him recognition as an actor unafraid to take on meaningful roles. But Algee isn't just stopping at acting. In addition to his craft, Algee is vocal about social issues, using his platform to inspire change. It's this combination of talent and purpose that makes him one of the most compelling young stars in Hollywood. Now let's talk about Kenan Ivory Wayans Jr., son of Kenan Ivory Wayans. Growing up in one of Hollywood's most iconic comedic families, Kenan Jr. has followed in his father's footsteps as a writer and comedian. He's been involved in several family projects, bringing fresh ideas to the table while respecting the legacy built by his dad and uncles. What's exciting about Kenan Jr. is his ability to blend classic Wayans-style humor with his own modern touch. By focusing on writing and creating behind the scenes, he's proving that the Wayans legacy isn't going anywhere. It's just evolving with the next generation. Mason Gooding, son of Cuba Gooding Jr., is another rising star making waves in Hollywood. Mason has shown range in his acting, from the heartfelt role of Andrew in Love, Victor to the high-energy slasher vibes of Scream. What sets Mason apart is his ability to balance his father's legacy while creating his own identity. He is not just Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son, he is building a career that showcases his strengths. With every new role, Mason is proving he's here to stay in Hollywood. Moving ahead, let's talk about Jordan L. Jones, the son of Purvis Jones. Jordan has become known for his quick wit and comedic timing, especially in shows like Bel Air and Riel, where his humor and charisma steal the spotlight. Jordan's talent lies in his ability to make audiences laugh while keeping his performances relatable. As he continues to gain recognition, it's clear he has got what it takes to rise in Hollywood. His growing list of roles is about his dedication to his craft and his bright future in entertainment.
So-called Home and Family is actually on the same lot for Universal that we shoot Bel Air on, and it's a crazy full circle moment.
That's some full circle.
Oh, dude,
shit,
it's
bro.
more full circle than that. And doing as a PA, you kind of do all the grimy work. You're cleaning trailers, you make crafty, whatever people ask, you get. You know, it's kind of like a shitty job, but you kind of gotta put your work in. You know what I'm saying? And after like a while, I think I worked there for like 7-8 months, from 6 in the morning to like 6 at night. And one day I just was like, I'm just gonna quit. I just gotta, put my best foot forward and just go about like my career. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. So, fast forward, me booking certain things and certain roles because, my talent, I guess. There's a scene where I'm helping Hillary move out of the influencer house in Bel Air. And in that exact room is where I used to PA. I used to clean dishes and everything.
Michael B. Jordan, a name that means greatness. While his father, Michael A. Jordan, isn't a Hollywood icon, his name does carry a legacy. After all, it draws instant comparisons to basketball legend Michael Jordan. But Michael B. Jordan has made it clear he's focusing on his own stuff, and what a good thing it is. From his early days in The Wire to his breakout performance in Fruitvale Station, Michael has consistently shown why he's one of the most talented actors of his generation. His roles in Black Panther and the Creed franchise cemented his status as a box office favorite. His charm and work ethic have made him a global sensation, and he continues to inspire countless young talents aiming for Hollywood greatness. Next, we have Mekhi Phifer Jr., the son of Era and 8 Mile star Mekhi Phifer. Unlike his father, Mekhi Jr. prefers to stay out of the limelight. Instead of following in his dad's Hollywood footsteps, he's shown a growing interest in the business world. While maintaining a low profile, Mekhi Jr. has immense respect for his father's work. Who knows, maybe one day Mekhi Jr. will step into a role that surprises us all. Now, let's turn our attention to Elijah Kelly, a true triple threat in this industry. Elijah comes from a family with strong ties to the arts, and he's built a reputation for himself as a versatile performer. His starring roles in Hairspray and The Wiz Live showcased his incredible singing, dancing, and acting abilities. Elijah's charisma shines on and off the stage. He's not just a performer but also a storyteller who brings energy and emotion to every project he takes on. His dedication to his craft and ability to blend music and acting make him a standout in the industry. Well, we've also got Travis Winfrey, an actor who's quietly rising in the world of television and film. You might recognize him from his role as Omar in Single Ladies, where his nuanced performance added depth to the show. More recently, he appeared in Pretty Little Liars: The Perfectionists. Travis is the kind of actor who doesn't need to shout for attention. His work speaks for itself. With a focus on quality performances and a growing list of credits, he's steadily building a career that fans and critics are taking notice of. Now, let's talk about Brandon Howard, the son of singer Mekhi Howard. Brandon is an accomplished musician who's earned respect in his own right. He's collaborated with industry greats and has a unique sound that blends soul, R&B, and pop. Of course, his ties to Michael Jackson sparked plenty of curiosity over the years, but Brandon has kept his focus on his music rather than the speculation. By staying true to his craft, he's created a legacy that stands apart from the rumors, proving that talent and passion are what truly matter. So, which of these rising stars caught your attention most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown of Hollywood's next generation, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for even more celebrity insights.